Okay, so we'll get started. If we need to add people, we will. Wow. So many things are happening now, and I'm sure all of us are aware of just what's happened, my gosh, in the last 10 days across the United States, and a thoroughly heartbreaking and unfathomable why this continues to happen around the world, but particularly in the United States. It really does break my heart. And it's really, I know, affecting a lot of the healers that I know. It's shaking in them. And so I sat down with one of them over the phone, and what we did is we kind of took a little look through some of the work that we've been doing with the totality body, with the crystal earth, and of course, love, love, love. And then this evening, I was getting this very strong inclination or intuition to pull out a book that I've had in my possession for quite a long time. It was written in 1950. The Alice Bailey books were indeed channeled by a British woman, I believe. Maybe she was American, but just sat down and, of course, hand wrote it in great detail. And it's a lot of it's very technical, and it was brought through her from a master called Dewal Cool by her naming. So I wanted to I just opened one page, and this is what it came. This is what was on this page, and I just want to read it to you. So the education of humanity in the distinction between. So what she is setting up here is the polarity of what we're experiencing here right now on this planet, and particularly in the United States. So the distinction between spirituality and materialism, pointing to the differing goals of the combative forces. Sharing and greed, outlining a future world wherein 4 freedoms will be dominant and all will have that which is needed for right living processes. Okay, think about that. Everybody would have what they needed: a job, a purpose, enough food, out of this knowing and intuition of right livelihood, for instance. Light and dark, demonstrating the difference between an illumined future of liberty and opportunity and the dark future of slavery. Here's the one that I felt: fellowship and separation, indicating a world order where racial hatreds, caste distinctions, religious differences will form no barrier to international understanding. And then also the whole and the part. And I particularly liked this one a lot, pointing to the time which is approaching under the evolutionary urge of spirit. And again, this was written in 50, the evolutionary urge of spirit, wherein the part or the point of life assumes its responsibility for the whole, and the whole exists for the good of the part. So with this in mind, I've been really having a lot of time to think and feel into what is going on. And as I'm accustomed to, it comes to me in the middle of the night or in the wee hours of the morning. And so little by little, what I've been experiencing and feeling is this potential for each of us to shift our awareness just slightly. And to me, it looks like it's a shift to the left, or a shift kind of clockwise and up. It's just a turn of the dial that includes a tick up into the light. And when I do that, excuse me, when I do that, I can't always do it, but I can feel that point of observation that we've been talking about. And then as I look to my right and see whatever is going on in the world or is going on in my world, how I process through obstructions and ego and all of those kind of things, and noticing that that is a turn counterclockwise and down. So we have these two opposing turns of the dial. Okay, two opposing turn of the dial. And they're very subtle, but think about it, how we vibrate. So we vibrate, and this whole universe here is rotating. We're rotating on our axis, we're rotating around the sun, our galaxy. You know, our sun is positioned in the galaxy, and that's in rotation. It's a really, there's this intonation, this intent to evolve it's a shift around and up. Now, if you look at this picture, this is something I created a long time ago, but I've added to it. This here represents the light, the crystalline light. It represents the crystalline light, okay? It's not the light of the sun, which is yellow. Right now here in Santa Barbara, we're at the dimming of the day, and you can really feel into that yellow light. This is a crystalline light, and it's formatted very different than how this reality is formatted. It's very much six-sided, if you will, so it holds a lot more vibration. So as I read further in this book while I was waiting for you, it really talked about the light and the love. And so I have that crystal heart in the center of that, meaning that we have to shift into the light and be able to slowly but surely program ourselves into that awareness. And as we do that, we come from that light as a point of observation. And we come from not only love, 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 but has been emerging lately, love, 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 which is seventh dimensional love. Way higher. And this crystalline light earth is formatted to hold all of that love. If that love and that formation were to slowly but surely move into this reality code, and we worked it, and we showed up, especially as our avatar, if we showed up as a divine force, we become this very bridge that we're seeing here. This really, if I could really easily, I would paint it gold. The crystal earth is right here. I keep saying it's not over there. It's not up there. It is here. We must turn the dial whenever we can, even if it's for 4 seconds, and acclimate to that and have the wherewithal to react less and to act from the heart more, to be the observer and to whenever we are able to detach from how we hold ourselves in density. It doesn't mean that we have to go, bye-bye. I'm going to a monastery. See ya, you guys. I'm going to go meditate for the world now. No, we have to do it in life. And we do it for the good of all. And we're a small group here. I know this. We're a small group. Well, who are we? But we are participating in the quantum field. We, through our thought forms, our intent, our willingness, our discipline, our ability to surrender into fluidity and to still the motor mind, the controller's mind, still it, allows us then to expand into lucidity. And expanding into lucidity means that we can have easier access to this crystal earth. Now, not all of you have seen the map of totality. But this map of totality is laid out as a map to get us to this. And basically it says, shift when you can from processing to lightening up, right? When you can do that, surrender whenever you can. Then you move into fluidity. Now you're willing to pivot. You're not stuck in your idea of what should be. There comes a moment where you notice blah, 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 and you still the mind, and then you still the mind, and you still the mind. And that begins to create little threads into lucidity. Then when we come together, we stop the world. We stop the world of density and we move into the world of translucidity. In other words, expanding into the possibility of a higher dimensional configuration. And that's the point when we then act as our avatars. We are the bridge to that crystal earth. And that's the map. And we cannot forget, it's not a sterile place. Ah, that looks like a crystal. No, it is formulated to hold so much love, so much love, love that we've scarcely encountered. It's love that is, it's not attached. It is a love that just is. But it's formulated to hold way more information, way more capacity like this. Okay. So I wanted to give us a little pep talk. I'm going to give us a little pep talk in light of what's happened. It is so discouraging to me. Yes, I've had the cry. Cried with several friends. But now my direction is that to accept. That doesn't mean you don't take action where you can take action, but to accept and to notice attachment. And that attachment is to judging. That attachment is to, I'm right, somebody else is wrong. And to move into observation. And the question inwardly, okay, what am I to do today? What is my mission? How is my mission by coming here at this time and gathering with this illustrious group of beings? When I say illustrious, I mean illuminatory. What's my, what now? I want to tell you that I'm getting to be around some of you here and there, and I've noticed the shift. And one of you came over this week, and I could see that layer of having to process all the time was really quite thinned out, because that person had been practicing surrender to the what is. Meanwhile, maintaining the intent whenever possible to do good for the good of all. Okay. So with that in mind, we're going to begin our meditation, and we're going to allow possibly a galactic center. Perhaps something else is going to come through for us this evening. We're going to allow that to come through. Okay. So get yourselves comfortable. Shift into your avatar. And for those who join us who may not be exactly informed in that yet, Christ or Buddha, very good places to align. But I think most of you have your alignment. We're going to act as a group tonight. And I believe that we have on the energy planes, we have 16, I think. So we have this expanded possibility, and I do thank you all for making that effort to join our work tonight. It is deeply appreciated by me, but more importantly, with the forces who are doing whatever they are able to move this movement of evolution along. Okay, here we go. I join you now as the one. Love, 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 love. And be as one within the illumination of your being, and be as one with those who have gathered for our work tonight. We gather around you. Breathe into that which you call the back body. Breathe into it. Feel our presence behind you. Love yourself as a presence, divine and dimensional. Love yourself as a presence, divine and dimensional. Allow our frequencies to merge. Expand the back body into our presence. Expand your field of awareness to include our presence. Feel and then know that you are one. Love that which you are. Taking a moment here to contemplate this. Love that which you are. Allow us now to raise your vibration of love. Allow this love to reverberate through the cellular makeup of your vehicles, both physical and energetic. Our presence to entrain you to a higher frequency. Bless yourselves now as love. This can indeed be difficult for the human mind. Bless yourself as love. Allow this to carry through your vehicle, back to front. We're now in our configuration. Process this and then surrender to it. Surrender, if you will, oh so gently, to a new configuration. And we begin behind you because the backlog of density presentations restored here. Locate with your attention any area that feels in resistance and observe it. We wish to stand behind you now in place of the shadow realm that anchors human configuration into density, into resistance, into denial, deception, judgment, separation, self-destruction. And we observe with you the lightning of the shadow by bringing our full light to your shadow body. Expand your awareness behind you now into the light that we present, the consciousness that we present. The upgrade that we present. Allow, allow, allow. Yes, yes. Expand and allow. Allow and expand. Now feel deeply into your being, into your essence. Feel deeply. Feel deeply into your divine core. Remember, deepen. Allow this light, allow your light, allow our light now to descend into the depths of what is known. It's here as you deepen that you allow access of your light into the earth grid, your access to the crystal earth as avatar into the earth grid. It is through deepening into your self. Yeah, there, Very good. It's the self that you are that agreed to this participation. The self that you are. Consigned yourself to this. And feel the awakening frequency now coming up through your feet, through your root chakra. The awakening frequency. Allow it to snake up in different chords. Till it comes to settle into the heart, front and back. Allow the crown of awakening to settle above you. And allow it to flow through that crown and into your heart, the hidden laws of awakening. Allow the mind and the heart to sync as one, to know yourself as love. Love that is and love that continues to awaken Allow yourself to know yourself as love. Allow yourself this initiation to know yourself as love. And yes, you must allow it with humility and grace. Now we program you a little further for additional awakening sequences to be brought forth individually for each one of you and collectively as your field. Open. One of you, one by one, is opening. So the fourth that we are knowing as omnigalactic source is receding. I'm hearing that each one of us has received a mandate to open to the initiation being offered individually to you for your advancement, your evolution, and for the work that you have already procured for yourself, the field and our planetary reality. I'm hearing a very simple suggestion you can give yourself. And it's something like, I'm noticing that I'm opening. Yeah. It's an affirmation, it's an invitation, and it is a declaration. And behind us is the human shadow in our totality body map. And this has been greatly suffused with light. Greatly suffused with light. I'm also hearing that challenging moments of darkness will still appear. And we're invited to observe them with a compassionate heart. And then to shift as we are able into this light formation, almost taking a piece of that with us into the crystal earth as a possible potential upgrade. Like pixel by pixel, quantum by quantum, just one aspect of that. So this has been programmed into your, I'm going to call it your network. It's that which you are in the field, that which you are to yourself, for you're well beyond 100% human. density. You're well beyond that. And then what you are to our field. For your presence is of utmost importance. This work could not be done by me alone. It simply cannot. And then the field at large, the field that is the oneness, the field that is love, 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 love. The field that just is that. And finding ways to remind yourself, even if it's a little love note to yourself. Oh yeah, I am love. As love, I love. In the book today, there's a piece of paper in here. And I wondered what it said. So I unfolded it. It says here, and it's in someone else's writing, not my own. In the center of all love, I stand. Naught can touch me here. And from this center, I go forth and serve my fellow beings. And I include not only the humans, I include the animal creatures, the insect creatures, birds, fish, trees, plants, rocks, because all are love. And it's a step-by-step process for us to get this. Sorry. Remember tonight that invocation to go into the depth of ourself. The depth. The depth. That's where the emotions are. That's where the stuff is. That's where we resonate. We vibrate as frequency. The self is depth self. And the more we make inroads into that, the more we free this configuration to be its divine manifestation. Every challenge is for us, dear, beautiful beings. We have brought ourselves to the field as love, and we leave the field a more deeply configuration of love. And I thank you for joining me tonight, joining Omnigalactic Source, all the frequencies that stand with us. You see, in the center of all love, I stand. In the center of all love, we stand. And in the center of all love, we are loved.